students of Standard First. I am Anita Mishra and today I'll be teaching you Environmental Studies chapter number 3, People Who Help Us. And in this chapter, students in part 1, 2 and 3 we learned about different types of people who help us in our daily routine. For example, students like teacher, like I am teaching you, is a person who helped you in school. Then farmer grows grain, means the crop you are eating, the food is grown by farmer. When you are sick, who gives you the medicine? Doctor. So doctor helps you in maintaining your health. Who takes care of your security in the school? Security guard. We call it as guard. Then who sells you the grocery and other things? Shopkeeper. Who takes care of the garden? Gardener. So there are many people who help us in our daily routine life to make our work easy. And we learned about all those things in this chapter, people who help us. So now we'll move forward to part 4 and here we'll learn about true and false. Okay students. So students, true means correct things. False means wrong things. Okay. So the first question is a milkman sells. So what we'll do is we'll tick right whichever is true and we'll tick wrong. So like this, we'll tick right if it's true, we'll tick wrong if it's false. So let's start the true or false. A milkman sells milk. Yes, true. Milkman is a person who sells milk. Okay students. Now second one. A tailor stitches cloth for us. True. Tailor is the person who stitches cloth. Stitches clothes means whatever cloth is made for you is stitched by tailor. Okay students. So students, as I explained you earlier as well, the uniform you are wearing, the clothes you are wearing is all stitched by tailor. Stitched means sewing. Sewing means the clothes you are wearing, you will find small thread over there. So those are stitchings which are done by tailor. Third one. A postman delivers milk. No, milk is delivered by milkman. Milk is delivered by milkman. Postman delivers letters, posts. Okay students. So postman is a person who delivers letters. Fourth, a bus driver helps us look after our garden. No, bus driver helps us to drop us school or wherever we want to go in the bus, it drops us till there. Bus driver doesn't look after our garden. Who looks after our garden? Gardener. Who looks after our garden? Gardener. Fifth one. A teacher teaches us in school. Yes, a teacher always teaches us in school. Now we'll move forward to sixth one. There are many people who help us at home and at school. Yes, true. As I told you students, there are many people who make our daily routine life very much easy and they help us doing all our things easy. Seventh, a cook makes food for us. True. A cook is a person who cooks food for us. Cook means khana banana. Okay students. So a cook makes food for us. Eighth, a sweeper protects our school. No, sweeper doesn't protect our school. Who protects our school? Guard. Sweeper cleans the school. Sweeper cleans the school. Okay students. Now ninth. we can be bad to people who help us. No, we should never be bad to any of the people, especially who are helping us. We should always be polite and kind to them. Polite and kind is a manner, and we always have to behave in a manner. We should never be bad, especially to the people who are helping us. Okay, students? Now we'll move forward in this chapter, and there are give one word for the following. Okay, so the first one is being friendly and good to others is known as kind. Okay, students, being friendly and good, these both are the manners, and that makes you kind. Kind is a manner. We should always respect, and we should always be in a manner that means we are kind to others. If we are friendly and helping each other, then we are kind to each other. Not well mannered means rude. Not well mannered means rude. Not well mannered, students. So not well mannered means you are not being kind and polite to others. So that means you are behaving rude. So we should never behave rude, especially in front of our parents and in front of our teachers and those who are elders to us. We should always behave well mannered, not well mannered. We should always behave well mannered. Okay, students, hope you understood. We should always behave kind and polite. We should always respect others. Okay, students, if you want to be a good student, good child, then you have to behave kind and you have to behave polite to others. You should never be rude to anyone. Okay, now we'll move forward to answer the following. First one, name any three people who help us at home. At home, who help us? Who help us? Yes, milkman, who brings milk. Postman, yes, who delivers all the letters which are important to us and our family. Then a doctor, who take care of us at every moment. If you are sick, if you are feeling cold, if you are having cough, anything, doctor take cares of our whole family and keeps us healthy. So those three people are milkman, postman, doctor, who help us at our home. Now we'll move forward to second one. Name three people who help us in school. In school. So we'll count. Okay. So bus driver, yes, who drives us to school. A sweeper, yes, who take care of cleanliness around us. And teacher, who teaches us, and guard as well, who take care of our security. Okay, students. So what we learn? A bus driver who drives us to school. Sweeper keeps our school properly clean. Teacher who teaches us, and we can add one more, that is guard, who take care of our security in the school. So these are the people who help us in our school. Now we'll move forward to third. So third, how should we treat people who help us? How should we treat people? I told you in one word, we should be kind and polite. Let's read the answer. We should be good to the people who help us. So good is a manner. We should respect them and be kind to them. So students, we should always be good to the people who are helping us. We should respect them and be kind to them. So we should always respect our mother, father, teachers, whoever is elder to us. And we should always be kind to them. Means we should always be friendly and good to them. We should never be rude to them. So how should we treat the people who help us? We should be good to them and we should respect them and be specially kind to them. because they are helping us, they are making our work easy, and it's a good manner to respect those people. Okay, students? Now, students, in chapter number 3 only, people who help us, we have designed some activity for you. So, what you have to do is, students, list down or write down the people who help you in school. Who helps you in school. Okay, students, you have to note it down the people who are helping you in the school. I have given the example: teacher, sweeper. So, along with this, you have to list down other people even who are helping you in the school. And further, in this activity only, what you will do is, see students, what you have to do is, so list down, write down all of them, and along with that, collect the picture of the tools or things they use to help you. So, as you can see in the picture, she is a teacher and she uses chalk, duster, book and blackboard to teach you. So, we have collected all the tools that a teacher uses to teach you. Then students, there is a sweeper. So, sweeper uses broom and a mop to clean the place, to clean the school. So, we have collected all the tools that a sweeper uses. So, students, see, teacher with the blackboard and the chalk, book and duster, sweeper with the broom. You can see that. So, like this only, you have to collect the, so like this, you have to collect the pictures which includes their tools as well. This is your activity and you have to do it in your notebook. Okay, students? So, please do it in your notebook and stick pictures as well. Okay? So, you can see the example of teacher and sweeper. Okay? Like this only, you have to collect much more example and list down each and everything, each and every people who help you in school with their tools. Okay, now we have to do one more activity of chapter number 2. Okay, so students, in chapter number 2, the chapter name My Family, what you have to do is, I have prepared an activity for you and you have to do that activity, but I'll give you the example. But let me make you sure that it was the chapter number 2, My Family, and I'm going to give you one activity which is really very interesting. You all will love to do this activity. Let me show you that activity. So students, in this activity, what I have done, I'll show that to you. Okay, so here in this activity, what I have done is, so this is a tree and this is a family tree, my family tree. It has my mom, which is mother, my dad, which is father, and there is me and my brother. But I live in a large family. So I have my grandfather, my grandmother. Then I again have my mother's grandfather and grandmother. Okay. And I have one dog as well. So this makes my family large family. And if I talk about small family, then it consists of these people only. My father, my mother, me, my sibling, means my brother and a dog. And if you don't have dog, that's even fine. So this is how I stick the picture of my family. Now it's your turn. So what you have to do is make a family tree in your notebook and stick the pictures of your family member, whether it be large family or a small family. You have to stick the pictures. So you can use this kind of structure as well, or you can use this kind of structure as well. What you can do in this structure is you can make a tree, and then with your palm you can use different colors and you can make the shape of the leaves with your palms. After that, what you can do is, students, you can stick the picture on your palms only, like here. You can stick the picture of your family on this palms. Okay, hope you understood. Or you can try this type of structure as well. Here what you can do is you can draw a picture of a tree, and then you can make a box and you can show the hierarchy. Hierarchy means you can show your father, mother, then you and your sibling, and if you have a pet you can show about the pet, and even you can show about your grandfather and grandmother. So this is how you can use a tree to make the whole structure of your family. Okay, students, so you can use again any of this, but you have to do it in your notebook. Okay, you can take example of this picture and accordingly you can design your family tree. This was my family tree. You can design your family tree by taking any of this example. Okay, students, be creative in drawing your family tree because it's your family and you should be creative in showing your own family. Okay, so this was the activity from chapter number 2, my family. Okay, and we studied about chapter number 3, people who help us, in which even I have given you an activity of collecting the people who help you in school with their tools. Hope you all understood, students. So please do your homework and do both the activities. Okay, thank you so much, students.